Hey guys, it's Angela, and for today's video I am going to record my 500 subscribers special. I have been so excited to record, sorry I had to touch the mirror. I've been so excited to record this video and just so thrilled to finally hit 500 subscribers. And I'm glad that my channel is growing. Welcome if you're one of my new subscribers. I must have gotten over 10 subscribers in the last week. So let's just go ahead and get into this. This is going to be a full face makeup challenge. Idea I believe I came up with on my own. I don't think I have seen anyone ever try this. So if you want to try this makeup challenge, please feel free to leave me a link down below so I can watch your video, or leave me a comment and let me know how it went. But basically what we are going to do is we are going to do a simultaneous hands full face makeup challenge. Okay, so I adjusted my seating a little bit. I shifted things a little bit over, trying to get better lighting because I'm trying to use natural light as much as possible. I do have the overhead light on because it is a little bit overcast today. But I wanted to go ahead and get started. So the whole concept of this makeup challenge is to do mirror image movements with double products on each half of the face with both hands. If that made any sense to you, click the like button down below. So essentially, whatever my left hand does, my right hand is going to do. And my theory is that my dominant hand is going to be able to tell my non-dominant hand what to do since they are following mirror movements. So I'm going to say, and I'm going to hope that this will turn out well. I have no idea. It could be a complete disaster, but we're going to go ahead and get started. Some products I don't have doubles for, like my mascara, so I'm going to be using two different mascaras. This is going to go well. One's waterproof, one's not, but whatever, it does not matter as long as both hands are doing the motions at the same time. That is the whole idea of this video. So in theory, I should finish my face in half the time if both hands are working together, right? So I'm going to start off by just putting some of my Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer on my hand. One of Kylie's toys just randomly started talking all by itself. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but that's really creepy. All right, so I am just going to rub my fingers together. This is the easy part of the challenge because obviously both hands are going to be maybe not as easy as I thought. Doing the same motions. So we have our primer on. Now let's go in with foundation. I have purchased a new Wet n Wild foundation that I thought would be a shade or two darker since I have gotten more tanned. But unfortunately it is not. It is actually lighter than my original Wet n Wild shade, which doesn't make sense to me because it was like 6 or 7 shades down. Like I purchased the bronze beige, which is, does it have a number? Shade 370C. Oh, I guess it's only half a step down because this is 365C, which is soft beige, which was my original, which is why I really can't tell a difference. So I'm going to be exchanging this for a darker shade later on today if I get the chance to go out. So let's go ahead. We're going to go in with the original one, the soft beige that I already owned and have been using. It is going to be too light for me, so just be aware. I know, I tried, I failed at getting a new shade. So what I'm going to do, since I have to go in with two hands at the same time, I am going to pour some foundation into this little plastic tray, and then with my PUR sponges, I am going to be applying it to both sides of the face at the same time. Okay. So I have two of my PUR sponges right here. These came in my BoxyCharm this month, so saved me money because I didn't have to buy the Real Technique sponges. Though I needed new sponges anyway, I got these in my BoxyCharm, so that works perfectly. Okay, so I'm just going to dip my sponges into my foundation, like so. Whew, okay, and let's go ahead. I have a mirror directly below the camera, so let's go ahead and see if we can do this. Definitely need more. This is actually a lot harder than it looks, guys. Because the idea is to keep both hands moving at the same time, hitting the same area of the face. First impressions on the sponges, they are definitely harder and more dense than the Real Technique sponges, and I assume also the Beauty Blender, which I have never used. But they're actually blending everything quite nicely. So definitely something I can use. What is going on between my nose? Let's see if we can blend that out. There we go. I think that will work. All right, let's set those aside. Next, we're gonna go in with concealer, and I'm actually going to use my concealer palette that I got in my BoxyCharm as well. And this is the Measurable Difference Concealer Collection. I'm going to be using these two Eco Tools brushes, and I think I'm going to go into the shade, I think we're going to try the shade Ginger, which is this shade right here. This shade right here, not this one down here. We're going to try this shade right here. It's called Ginger. So let me set that down. I'm going to go in with both brushes. Oops. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply this to the under eye. Okay, so I haven't stubbed myself in the eyeball yet, which is good. And just so you guys know, my dominant hand is my left hand. So my right hand is doing some wonky things right now. I'm just picking up some more product. I don't know if I like this concealer yet, guys. Let's go ahead and pick up some more. I just feel like it doesn't really have a lot of coverage. Like, I have some serious under eye circles here, you know? And let's put some on my eyelids, because I will be using this as a base for my eyeshadow. Okay, so let's put those brushes down and let's go back in with our sponges. And we are going to use the flat side. Hopefully that will work well. And just try to blend that in. Well, blend it up pretty nicely, actually. Let's get the upper eyelids. It feels a little thick, and the coverage is not great on this concealer. Like, I still feel like I see a lot of my under eye circles. So, but that's okay, we'll just go with it. Now I'm gonna use my e.l.f. HD powder in the shade Sheer. I just bought this. I will be doing there will be a video coming up, which is the haul, the pharmacy haul that I did to prepare for this video. So be sure to keep a lookout for that. I forgot to remove the little plastic film on this, and it is stuck so good on there. Holy cow. Whoa, I got a ton of powder. Okay, I'm gonna take these two brushes right here, and they're very similar to different brands, but basically the same shape. And I'm just going to dip them in my powder. Whoa, I picked up a ton of product. Okay, this is really hard, guys. Okay, and I'm going to just close my eyes and set my eyelids and my under eyes. Okay guys, so just inspecting my concealer. It did set quite nicely. It is not creasing yet, which is good. But yeah, I'm not thrilled with the coverage. I still feel like you can see a lot of my under eye circles in the inner corners especially. But the sponges did blend out the foundation quite nicely. I do feel like my skin, it just looks like it's my skin. I don't feel like I see a thick layer of foundation or anything like that. So it did do a really nice job blending it. It's not patchy or anything like that. So, all right, so let's go ahead and move on. I'm going to set the rest of my face again with the same sponges. I'm just going to dip lightly into this powder here. And I'm just going to go in and just quickly set the rest of my face. I don't have any more cream products that I'm going to be applying to my face, so just want to get all the foundation set. This foundation does tend to stay a little sticky until you set it, so. Alright, now that my face is set, I'm going to pour this mountain of powder back into the jar because I way over poured, like ridiculous amounts of powder everywhere. I didn't expect that much to come out. My current HD powder is almost empty, so I really have to like tip it around and move it to get it to come out, and I think I forgot this one was brand new. So, alright, I'm just set that aside. Holy cow, my eyeball is burning. I think I got powder in my eye. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and move that concealer palette, whoops, out of the way as well. Okay. Now we're going to go into contouring, and I'm once again going to go in with my City Color Contour Effects on the Go palette, and I am going to take these two brushes here, and these are my Wet n Wild contour brushes, and as you can tell, this one's the old one, this is the newer one. They're both used. I mean, none of them are brand new, but like this one's lost a lot of the pink tone just from washing it, and this one is still bright pink. So, but they're the same brush. So we're just gonna dip into my contour colors. Okay, this is going to be not easy because I like to look at the side I'm contouring at the moment that I'm contouring it, and I can't do that. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see if we can get that to blend out. Okay, that did not turn out terrible, so let's go ahead and, all right, very cool. Awesome, look at that, I'm contoured. All right, let's be a little daring and just tap once in that middle shade. I'm literally doing this to like buff them out, and just slightly contour the sides of my nose. All right, that actually turned out pretty well. Okay, so far so good, guys, but I'm really terrified when it comes to the eyes. That's the part that scares me. All right, so let's do a little bit of bronzing. I'm going to use my PUR Cosmetics bronzing, or bronzer. And I am going to use these guys. I have two of the e.l.f. full face brushes. This is my original one. This is a new one that I bought. So, do I want to use this for bronzing? No, I'm going to save this for blush. I've always used these brushes for blush, so I'm just going to stick to what I know. I'm going to go back to these guys right here. They just have the HD powder on them, so I'm going to go into the bronzer with these. Ugh, I'm like killing the bronzer. Trying to use both brushes at the same time. Not cute. Okay, tap that off. And this could be disastrous. This could be disastrous. Let's go ahead and bronze up my hairline a little bit. Okay. Okay, so let's keep going. I'm gonna bronze up my cheeks. And let's do the jawline a little bit. All right, so now we are going to do the blush. All right, so I'm going to be using my City Color Be Matte blush. Trio. And I'm going to go in with these guys. I'm going to use the later shade down here, which is called, actually no, I'm going to use the brighter one on this side. It's called Guava. Tap that one. Tap that one. Alright, so I have product on both brushes. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Alright, so let's go in. Alright, so we have our blush on. Now for the fun part, the eyes. Okay, so now we're going to go on to eyes, and I have just about doubles for every brush that I need. If not, they're not identical, they're very similar, and they will work for the same purpose. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh boy, a little scared about this part, but let's see what happens. So I'm going to use these two Wet n Wild blending brushes, and I'm going to also be using my Studio Max on the go, is it? Yeah, Studio Makeup on the go eyeshadow palette in Warm Up. Yep, that's the name of the palette. And I'm going to go into this taupey shade, and I'm going to apply this to the crease of my eyes as my transition shade. This is where things can go horribly wrong, guys. Like, seriously, this is where things can go really wrong. I know I haven't done my eyebrows yet, but I wanted to go ahead and do my eyeshadow first, just to get it over with. Okay, now I'm also going to go into this slightly darker shade in the corner with the same brushes. It is slightly shimmery, but when you apply it, you really don't see it. And I'm just going to focus this on the outer corners. Okay. So far, so good. So my theory, it seems like my theory of my dominant hand tells my non-dominant hand what to do is so far working. We'll see what happens when I do liner. Oh, that whole theory could go right out the window. It's really hard to focus on both sides at the same time. Okay, so we have that on the outer corners. Now I'm going to switch brushes. I'm going to grab these two guys right here. This one is from Royal and Langnickel, and it is a shader brush, and this one is a Wet n Wild one, and they are both fluffy, somewhat dense, and rounded. So they are both shader brushes, and I am going to go into, where am I going to go into? This very dark chocolate brown. Let me pick some up on that one and on this one. Okay, so I have product on both brushes. Tap it off. And I'm really just going to stick this right in the outer corner. I'm really not going to spread it around too much. Get the outer corner of my lid. I'm trying not to go too high into the crease. Just on the outer corners. Alright, I'm going to go back to my blending brushes. These Wet n Wild ones. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this eye teared up, and I ended up with a really harsh dark line right there that got picked up from the shader brush and spread around. So I'm going to go back to my blending brushes and just try to blend this out. I'm going to use my fingers. I'm going to go in with my middle fingers into each of this, both of these shades, or into this one shade. So I have product on both fingers, and I'm just going to tap that onto my lid. Okay, so next we are going to go into our, I think I'm going to use my Luxie brushes. These are also blending brushes. One's slightly larger than the other, but for what I need them for, it's fine. I'm going to go into that same shade that I just used, and with a little bit of the matte shade next to it. So I got product right there, tap off. And that was these two shades right here. This top one and the one, whoops, and the one in the middle. And I'm just going to highlight my brow bone. I think for the inner corner, I'm going to take these two brushes. They are different brushes, but they're both angled brushes. So we are going to use these for the inner corner. I'm going to go into that same light shade that I just used. Tap off and do the inner corners. Okay, so I have these two brushes here. They're not exactly the same shape. This is tapered and this is a flat top, but they are detail brushes as well. Pencil brushes, I guess you could call them. This is the Crown C513 and this is from e.l.f. Doesn't have a name or number. And I'm just going to tap into that medium brown shade at the bottom that I use on my crease, on the outer corners. And I'm just going to focus that on my lower lash line, just on the outside third. Actually about half. I like it better half. All right, so far so good, guys. I'm actually really surprised that this is working as well as it is, which may not make this a very interesting video, so I apologize. I'm hoping that something disastrous happens just for the entertainment value. This was a really big, important video for me, and I'm doing it. I came up with the idea and I was so excited to come up with something that I have not seen on YouTube, so I hope that it's something that you're enjoying. If you are, please click the like button down below, let me know, and leave a comment down below also letting me know if you tried it or any other ideas that you may have for me to make a video from. It's really difficult for me between work and my kids to kind of come up with my own ideas, and I don't want to just be a copycat YouTuber doing videos that I've seen other YouTubers do. I really want to do fresh, fun, and different ideas for you. So if this is something that you are enjoying, be sure to let me know in the comments, okay? All right, so let's continue. Now we are going to move on to the dreaded eyeliner. So I got these two eyeliners from CVS, and this is Wet n Wild Mega Last retractable eyeliners, and we are going to put this in my waterline. So we have 2 pencils, 2 eyeballs. This could be the beginning of the end for me. All right, so let's see if we can do this. I already started poking myself in the eye. Okay. Let's open them up a little bit more. Oh boy, here we go. Waterline, and smudge. These are in the Blackest Black. That's the shade. But honestly, to me, it feels more like a charcoal gray. It's so hard to look at both eyeballs at the same time, guys. Don't you love my expressions when I'm doing my eyeliner? I'm like, oh, like that's gonna help. All right, so I did bounce out and get it down here a little bit, as you can probably see. But overall, not terrible. I survived. Let's see if we can tightline the waterline. Let's see if we can tightline the upper lid. Oh my gosh, why am I doing this to myself? I do it for you guys. Am I going to scratch my eyeball? Oh, that totally made me tear up, but I think I got as good as it's gonna get. Whew, okay. Survived that. Did feel it on my eyeballs quite a bit. So, whew, all right. Let's continue on. Now we have mascara. So let's go ahead and open these guys up. On my left eye, I'm gonna use the Great Lash mascara from Maybelline, which is waterproof, and on my right eye I'm going to be using L'Oreal's Voluminous Carbon Black mascara, which is not waterproof. Okay, but my left eye is watering more than my right eye, so okay, so looking at them side by side, they totally do different things to my lashes. This one's really clumpy. This one adds more length, but whatever. All right, time for the lower lash line. Okay, survived mascara, woohoo! Okay, now for the eyebrows. Let's see if we can make cousins or sisters out of cousins right now, because my natural eyebrows are totally different shaped, both on each side. Oh my gosh, I forgot liquid liner. I meant to do liquid liner before the mascara, so we're just gonna let the mascara dry and then we're gonna go in with this and see if we can try to do a wing. But in the meantime, while that dries, we will go ahead and do our brows. So let's go ahead and pop these open. These are both e.l.f. Brow pencils in the shade Neutral Brown. This one is used, this one is brand new. Okay, let's use the brand new one on the right side because I think that one needs the most help in position. So, woohoo, here we go. These brows could be disastrous. Can I make my right hand do what my left hand wants it to do? It's so hard to focus on both sides at the same time. Guys, this is truly a challenge. This is not easy by any stretch of the imagination. Oh my god, okay. This one is so much thicker. Oh my god, okay. I think I'm gonna stop there because I'm starting to look a little bit like Groucho Marx. So, not terrible, definitely not the best eyebrows I have ever done. Like that one is super thick at the end. And I tried to make this one a little thicker to match it, but I think they're gonna stay cousins. I don't think they're gonna be sisters. Definitely not twins. Okay, so we have that. Let's go ahead and attempt the eyeliner, because what is a good video challenge without liquid liner and a wing, right? And so I have two e.l.f. felt tip pens, eyeliner pens, and these are waterproof. So I've never used this product before. I only swatched it on the back of my hand. A little watery, but it was pretty pigmented. It was very black. So let's go ahead and try it out. Let's see if I can do this with mascara on. Let's just make the challenge a little harder, shall we? Okay. So this is where I really need my left hand to tell my right hand what to do. Okay, I have a disastrous shape there, but oh my god. Oh, this is not going to be good, guys. Let's try to fill this in. And I don't think it has anything to do with the mascara. It's just my right hand doesn't want to listen to my left hand right now. Okay, so as you can see, this is pretty disastrous. But let's go ahead and do the wing, shall we? Why not? Oops, I already wrote on myself. Okay. Get these puppies on there like that. And wow, that's really bad. Oh my god, okay. Yep, that's gonna be pretty awful. And this liner is terrible, holy crap. That does not help. This pen is awful. It's like not pigmented enough. If you can see, oh my god. This is not easy, guys. And it is a disaster. Okay, we're just gonna stop right there. Right there. And give you guys, oops, I just tried to put the lid on backwards, a close-up of what this looks like right now. As far as size and thickness of the wings, they did come out pretty similar, but like the outer wings are just awful, absolutely awful. Yeah. Anyway, that was the whole point of this video, is to have some fun and make things look a little crazy, hopefully. I really was trying my hardest to make them even, though. Like, I really wanted this to be a good look in the end of the day. But so far for everything, it has worked. But as far as, I'm trying to clean up a little bit of the wing. Again, doing everything two-handed because that is the whole point of this video. Okay, just real quick, I'm going to grab my sponges and I'm just going to touch up where I used the makeup remover. Just with what was left on the sponge themselves. I'm not trying to add any more product to my face right there. Alright, and it looks like I unblended my bronzer slightly right there, but that's okay. Okay, so not terrible. They do look a little bit better now. Somewhat, maybe not. But let's continue. Now we need to do our highlight. And for highlight, I'm going to use my Ofra highlighter in Rodeo Drive. This also came in my BoxyCharm. I have not tried this yet. This is going to be my first use of this highlighter. I have heard that it is very pigmented and very intense, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how that looks. Alright, so I cleaned off these two brushes. I just rubbed them to remove any excess product. And these are the ones that I use for my bronzing and for my powder. So let's go ahead and pick up some of this highlighter. I have my nice big fan brush that I got from BoxyCharm, but I only have one. So, okay, so we have product on both of these, and let's see if we can highlight our cheeks. This product actually smells really good, and holy cow, look at that highlight. How am I gonna do the nose? All right, maybe we'll just focus on the tip of the nose and we'll just go boop, 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 boop. And the Cupid's bow. All right, well, that worked. Okay. Finally, guys, the best for last. I have two of the Wet n Wild liquid catsuits in Rebel Rose. So we are going to, I have like 6 or 7 of these, maybe 8, but I just picked up the shade that I like the most out of all of them, the most neutral shade, the one I can get most wear out of on an everyday, and Rebel Rose is definitely that shade. So alright, so the goal is to do half and half and meet in the middle, so let's see what happens. All right. Top lip, seriously though, it looks crazy. Okay, so I have completely overdone my top lip, but bottom lip came out pretty good actually. I'm not mad at it. It's a little undefined on this side. Okay. Whew, survived lipstick. All right, so I think the worst of it, honestly, was the eyeliner. Of course, it didn't help that I put on my mascara first because I forgot about the eyeliner, but it's on, it's decent. It's not the cleanest, but it will work. I'm not going anywhere today anyway. I'm just doing stuff around the house. So let's finish it off by setting our faces. I read it in French. Okay, so I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting sprays. And I have my original and a new one because this one's almost out anyway, so I needed it. All right, so let's just give it a couple of test sprays. Okay, just to get any bugs out of the way. All right, and let's set our face. A bit much, maybe. A bit much. I usually use that many sprays with one bottle all over my face, and I just use that many sprays on half of each face. Half of my face. And I'm soaked. I'm completely soaked. I just covered myself in setting spray. That's great. Okay, just grab these. I also wanted to thank you guys for subscribing. I cannot believe that I have reached 500 subscribers. That is absolutely amazing to me. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I am so grateful. Just in the last month, I have gained over 20 subscribers, which, you know, some YouTubers get that in like a half an hour. But my channel is small and it is growing, and I just wanted to let you know that I am extremely grateful to you. I thank you, I welcome you, and I hope that you will stick around. Okay guys, so that was my full face simultaneous bilateral hand makeup challenge. I hope that you enjoyed. If you are going to try this, be sure to let me know because I'm so excited to see other people out there trying it. If you want to tag your favorite YouTuber or share this video with them, please do so because I would love to see other bigger name YouTubers try this challenge. It honestly was a lot of fun and a lot more challenging than I ever thought it would be. I really think I did a pretty decent job. I mean, other than the eyeliner, I think everything else turned out pretty good. I mean, my brows definitely need help, but I mean, I could live with it. Like, they're not ridiculous. I could go out with them like this and nobody would say anything about it. Like, they don't look insane or clowny or anything like that. So, yeah, so also, if you haven't subscribed yet, hi there. Please be sure to subscribe. I'm Angela, and I try to put up videos at least 2 to 3 times a week. They could be any kind of video. It's not always about beauty. It's not always about my family. Just random things. So whatever I can come up with next. So make sure you leave me ideas down below on what type of videos you would like to see on my channel. And also, be sure to stay tuned for my BoxyCharm review, product review, video. I know I use some of those products now, so it's really not going to be a first impression because I used this today and I also used the sponges today. So I've pretty much already given you my first impression on those anyway on this video, but I also have another video coming up very soon which should be very entertaining at my expense. Let's put it that way. Alright guys, I love you. Don't forget to follow me on social media. I am Angela That Babe on Instagram and YouTube That Babe on Twitter and Snapchat. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.